So hello everyone, welcome to the induction session of Google Cloud Career Practitioner Pathway. So a little bit introduction about myself. I am Harpreet Singh, a technical lead at GDSC GDB incoming SDE at Agencia, and I have done internship at Acumensa. So in the internship of Acumensa, the Google Cloud personally helped me a lot. There I have to deploy a Node.js backend onto the Google Cloud. There is a service called Cloud Run. So on that I have researched about it. Like the resources were a little less at that time, but I managed to learn it and deployed the backend onto it, and it was really great experience. Uh, there the thing is, we have to enter the credit card details and all that stuff. But in this program, they gave us a simulator type of thing where we don't have to pay the money. So I think that will be a great thing. So let me talk about the agenda which we'll be talking about today is um, the first thing I will be telling you about cloud overview. Second thing is digital transformation. Third one will be GCCP overview, and fourth one will be demo lab and Q&A. So if you have registered for GCCP, then also it is relevant for you. If you haven't registered, then also I think the first two will be relevant for you because there we will be discussing various topics related to cloud. So let us talk about what is cloud, the basic thing. So cloud computing has basic five fundamental characteristics. So what are they? The first one is it is on demand and self service. Like the companies now which are running traditionally is they have an on premises infrastructure. There they store the data into their data centers. They maintain it by themselves, and they carry forward with the legacy systems only. But nowadays the cloud technology is on boom, so we can use the cloud technology and how it can benefit us. Let us talk about it. So first one is on demand. Like whenever whichever resource we need, like storage resource or deployment resource, whatever it is, it will be on demand and no human intervention. We don't have to do anything. Cloud will handle by its own. Second one is broad network access. If I am sitting in India, I have deployed something, the person sitting in USA will also be able to access it. So this is a broad network that we get. Third one is resource pooling. So cloud provider will give the customer a chance to choose whatever they want to, whatever resources they want. It will not be like that in every particular geographic location. You will not be getting the things. It is a customer choice that if they want the cloud to be set up in India, USA only, so they will be given the choice. If they don't want to be in Bangladesh, so they have been given the choice. They can do it accordingly. Fourth one is rapid elasticity. So you just have to um, you can need if you want more resources, you will be able to get it. If you need less resources, you will be able to scale back as well. It is a measured service, so you just have to pay only for what you consume or what you use. Accordingly you will pay. If you are not using any resources, you will not pay anything. So these are the basic five characteristics which make cloud computing. So every company is a data company. So why this line has been said? So Google believes that now or in future, every company has to adopt new technologies, and accordingly, if they are adopting new technology, they will be making great softwares, and every great software is centric about the data only. So in future or by now, every company requires data. They have to store it somewhere. They have to maintain it. They have to deploy the website. They have to deploy their application. So every company requires some services of Google. So here comes Google Cloud, which will provide them the services, and accordingly the customers will use it. Let us talk about IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. What are they? The first one is infrastructure as a service. So what is it? The resources like CPU, memory, storage, and networking, they are provided as a service in infrastructure. The user just needs to manage the operating system and application. So it is infrastructure as a service. Second one is platform as a service. So here the platform has been managed as a service. You all the user needs to do is manage the application. So operating system will be managed by the service here. Then comes the software as a service. So it is the advanced version where platform, infrastructure, as well as the software is provided as a service. User just needs to supply the data here. So it will be SaaS, that is software as a service. So if you see Google Cloud's point of presence are all over the world. If you are seeing this blue highlight all over the world. So what is happening here is all the data centers of Google are available all in all the places which are highlighted with blue here, right? So it is near about 40% availability of data all over the world, which is the one of the highest. So Google Cloud is the one of the most, I would say, popular cloud vendor, which is providing the cloud computing services. So if we are learning about cloud, so we also have to see that if there is a particular career we can make into it or not, right? This is the first question that strikes in our mind whenever we are learning something new, whether we can make a career in it or not. So as I have said that cloud technology is on boom. So everybody and every company requires cloud specialist engineers who can manage their cloud properly. So now the companies are reporting that 80% of the employees are not skilled enough to get a cloud job. So that is why Google Cloud, uh, Google Developer Groups of India are providing these resources so that people can learn about Google Cloud from the scratch and they can join the companies, and companies will also have a great demand. So it will be a great career that students can choose. So this was the first thing that we have covered. That is the cloud overview. That what was basically a cloud. Now let us see what is a digital transformation, right? So I would like to ask all of you if you can answer in chat that according to you, what is digital transformation? You can answer in the chat box. Sharing of data. Okay. Any more answers? What is digital transformation? Okay, let me tell you then. What is digital transformation? So what I have said earlier in the PPT was that companies have the personal data centers and they are storing the data on premises in their own data centers. So what do we need to do? We have talked about cloud, that how powerful it is, that accessibility will be there, scalability of data will be there, and everything will be managed by the Google itself, Google Cloud itself. We don't have to do anything. So that is why transformation from the on premises hardware to the Google Cloud services is digital transformation, which is written in the next slide only. That if organization take advantage of the new technologies such as cloud to redesign and redefine the relationships with their customers, employees, and partners. And this change creates new business value and new opportunities. So obviously, if the digital transformation is taking place, so new job opportunities will be available for cloud engineers, specialist cloud engineers who have a knowledge of it, that how to transform, how to migrate the previous data onto the Google Cloud, and what other things will be required if the new data is coming and that we have to store on Google Cloud. So, what is burning platform effect? Again, I would like to ask you all that according to you, what is a burning platform effect? Whatever comes to your mind, you can answer in the chat box. What is burning platform effect? Okay, previously we also got correct answer, changing things that are non-digitized to make them digitized, creating something new or modifying something. Perfect, perfect, yeah. Yeah, we will make this session interactive. So keep on answering in the chat box. That's great to see. What is burning platform effect? When an old technology runs out or gets out of date to keep on evolving with it. Yes, perfect, Ishwardeep. Perfect. Any more answers by anyone? Okay, cool. So let us move forward. What is burning platform web? So perfectly answered by Ishwadi that burning the old technology to adopt the new one. So like in this case, we are migrating from the on-premises or the legacy hardware to the Google Cloud services. So that is burning platform. We are burning the platform which we were already using. Okay, so we can remember it by the name burning the platform. Burn the platform, burn the old platform, and adopt the new one. So that is perfectly answered. Very nice. Now let us see how can cloud technology help any business thrive. So first one is secure and fast application development and deployment. So this is a perfect example. Like in the starting, I have told you that in my internship when I was deploying the things, I was deploying a Node.js backend onto Cloud Run service. So it was really fast. It was really scalable. Like how many requests come, it doesn't get crashed. So it was a superb experience. So that is why they are saying that it is secure as well as fast. The app development and deployment part. Then the second point is moving from the capital expenditure to operational expenditure. Now, what is it? Capital expenditure, operational expenditure. So, capital expenditure is if a company is using their own premises hardware. So they have to pay for everything. They have to pay for every hardware. For more data comes, they have to upgrade their hardware. They have to upgrade their data center. So they have to pay a lot of things. So capital expenditure, it is a really big problem for the companies who are using the on-premises thing. Operational expenditure is if you migrate to the Google Cloud. Now everything will be managed by Google Cloud only. You don't have to do anything by yourself. So that will be pay as you go service that you have taken a resource from Google Cloud. Now you are just paying for whatever resource you are using. You don't have to take care about the on-premises hardware or something like that. You just have to use the service. So a big example of it is like if you are making a pizza, right? So there are two kind of things. Either you can order a pizza from the from any Swiggy or something. So it they will give you at your home, at the comfort of your home. Another thing is you have to buy every accessories of the pizza and make the pizza and remember the recipe and make the pizza at home. So which one is easier? Which one is easier? The ordering it is easier, and the main thing time will be saved. So that is what Google Cloud here is. That we just have to take the service, then everything will be managed by Google Cloud. And the capital expenditure thing was the companies are using their on premises thing, so they have to manage all the things by themselves. That is why along with time the companies have to adopt new technology. Third one is saving the cost and generating new value. That is perfectly said. We don't have to take care of the hardware, we just have to pay as we go. That is why we can save the cost and we can get new value from the data that is stored properly with high scalability. Fourth one is modernizing the company infrastructure. So company's infrastructure, again we are transforming the data. So again we are modernizing the thing, gaining the insights from the data. If the data is if the data is saved properly and in a proper format, then again we can get a lot of insights from the data that are important for companies, solving the business problems faster. Okay, now comes the two core focus areas of modernization. As we are talking about modernization a lot, so two focus area comes into the picture. First one is infrastructure, second one is applications. So again, I would like to ask you all that what is infrastructure modernization? In the chat box, you can answer infrastructure modernization. So Raghav has answered equipping infrastructure with modern technologies which are smart and efficient and are enhanced with artificial intelligence. Okay, cool. Gagan, it is a process of replacing the legacy hardware solutions, consolidation and rationalizing the infrastructure footprint, building in automation and migrating to new and improved cloud native systems. Cool. Raj says renovating the physical infrastructure of an office. Correct, yeah. You all are correct. You all are correct. Very nice, yeah. Very great attempt. So infrastructure modernization, again, perfectly said. It is used to describe the process of replacing the legacy infrastructure, legacy hardware systems, and consolidating them in the cloud. Again, the migration thing is coming into the picture again and again, that we have to move the data from legacy hardware to the cloud. So that is infrastructure. The whole infrastructure is getting modernized here. That is why we are saying infrastructure modernization. So by the name, we have to remember the defines. They will be helpful for us. Second one is application modernization. So again, you can answer in the chat box, what is application modernization? Okay, previous answer, changing the technology like adding backups to certain servers, keeping them efficient. Cool, yeah, cool. Now the next question is, what is application infrastructure? Modify an app. Cool, nice. By the name, it suggests modify an app. Application modernization is the practice of updating older software for newer computing. Nice. Transferring all the application data and profiles and managing it by cloud. That's a more accurate answer, Raghav. Nice, sir. Our audience is very interactive. Great to see that. Making applications more efficient and helping create overview of the data, modify an app so that they can store it in the cloud. Superb, yeah, superb. Cool. Let us come back. Great answers, yeah. So again, application modernization, applications which were running through the legacy system, now we are again transforming them and we are using them and we are deploying them onto the cloud. So term application, first of all, let us see what is application. So application, we all know that set of programs to perform a specific task, right? What is application? Set of programs to perform a specific task. Like there is a Ola app, so we have to book a cab from it. So set of programs are allowing us to do a specific task. So now what was application modernization? The migration of the existing or legacy on-premises application, which were running on the legacy hardware, to new applications or platforms in the cloud. So basically, again, we are transforming it. We are modernizing the old applications into the new applications, including the integration of some new functionalities that we want to add, some new architectures that we are adding onto the previous one, so that company can adapt to the new technologies and in the competitive market, if they want to be successful, they have to modernize the things. They have to keep on working with the technology. If they will not modernize, at the end of the day, they will be shut down, because competitive market demands adaptation, modernization. So if we take a recap, we have studied two types of modernization. First one was infrastructure modernization. Second one was application modernization. And infrastructure was changing the legacy hardware into the cloud services. Application modernization was to change the applications which were running on legacy hardware to the applications which will run on cloud services. So perfectly done. Let us come to the next part. So these were the theoretical things that we have covered so far. Okay, so we have covered the theoretical things. Now let us come back to the campaign which we are running, that is Google Cloud Career Practitioner Program. So what you will be getting here. Okay. So first of all, let me ask you that what you think, why you have registered for GCCP program, or what you will you get out of it? Answer in the chat box. Why do you think, why you have registered for GCCP, Google Cloud Career Practitioner Program, for add experience, learn all the concepts of cloud, basically how the Google Cloud works and everything. Okay, learn and develop new skills, to learn something new out of it. Cool, to learn something new. Great to see enthusiastic people here in GTVIT. Superb, yeah, superb. Superb. Learning is the main focus. Again. So okay. Along with learning, you will be able to build the things. Along with learning, you will be building the things along with the labs which have been given to you in the syllabus. So we'll take a look at it later in the later half of the session. You will be building the things. You will get certified if you whatever courses you do. What if you will be able to do the whole pathway? You will get be certified for that. If you are just doing some courses of it, you will be getting badge for it. So in the demo lab, when we will see it, I will tell you there, and then obviously you will become industry ready. If you have a proper learning, you can build the things out of that learning, and you have a certification for it. I think you are industry ready after that. If you will be able to communicate the things which you have studied here to the interviewer, that yes, you have studied Google Cloud. So it will be really, I would say, advantage in the interviews that they consider the things like I have mentioned in my internship, Google Cloud was useful. So if you will be knowing it beforehand, it will be really helpful for cracking the interviews. Okay, so syllabus is like we have to cover the full cloud engineering learning path. 13 learning activities were there, and deadline to complete it is till 14th December. So it has started from 14th November and it will be there till 14th December. So accordingly, all the participants have received the access code on November 14th only. You just have to follow the exact guidelines which were mentioned in the email. The video was also there to get the credits. First of all, 9 credits, and then by completing the demo lab, you will be getting the monthly subscription. And remember to apply the code before 30th November. After that, the code will also get expired. And the people who are saying that they haven't received the mail, so we'll come back to it later. But everybody who has registered has received the mail successfully. If they have filled the form perfectly, they have not done any mistake. So in the subject, it was written like, congratulations, you are enrolled in the campaign. So this type of mail has been there, where 7 to 8 steps were there to register for the campaign and to access the resources. Okay. So what happens when someone is saying that they doesn't see the email to access the code? So first one can be entry rejected because they have entered something wrong, or they are referring the wrong account. You can check the account which from which you have filled the form. You'll be getting the mail on that only. And if you are not seeing it in the primary section, you can see it in the spam section as well. What if you face issues in completing the quick labs? Then you can contact this DSC support at the rate quicklabs.com. You can contact this email if you get any problem with the quick labs. If you are doing a lab and something wrong occurs, you can just have a chat support with them. You can chat with them and tell them the issue, and they will solve it as soon as possible. Okay, what to do if one faces difficulties with the School Boost platform? You can again check the FAQ document which has been there in the email which you have received. You can ask the support areas, which the ID which I have given you earlier. And please stay calm. You will hear back from the support team and continue learning the other courses if they are open to you. Okay, so now comes the demo part, the demo of Quick Labs. So I hope most of you have already done these steps to register for the campaign, but some lazy people were also there who were saying that please tell them once that they haven't done it by the mail which have been received. So let me brief you with the steps. Okay, so this type of mail you have been received, right, with the subject of congratulations. So you can search with this subject onto your mail with which you have registered for the form of GCCP. And you just have to open an incognito window. Okay, so let me open one. In incognito window, you just have to type this URL first of all. So in this URL, you have to enter the code, the unique code which has been assigned to you, this code. So it will be unique for everyone, and you have to use it before 30th November, otherwise it will get expired. So accordingly, you have to enter it. Here you have to enter it. I will not enter it now because I have already done the steps. Okay, after entering it, what you have to do is you have to sign in with the account that you provided during sign up. Okay. Then whenever you will do this step, you will get the 9 credits. If you don't get 9 credits after this step, repeat the process after 30 minutes again. You will be able to do it. And remember to do it in incognito window only, because it opens in incognito only. The simple tab it will not run. Okay, after getting the 9 credits, what you have to do is tour of Google Cloud hands-on lab. You have to complete this lab and spend at least 6 minutes into this lab, and then you will get the monthly subscription. So in that monthly subscription, you will be able to do all the courses for free. So that was the biggest liability which you are getting from this campaign, that you will be able to access. This is the syllabus, a cloud engineering learning pathway, 13 learning activities. This was the first one that I've completed, and I will just show you once again. So these are the courses which you have to complete, and they have been given to you free of cost. So it is a great opportunity for you to learn before 14th December. And I know that second year, third year, and fourth year are having exams as well from 28th to 3rd, I think. So accordingly, you have to manage the time. Like before the exams, you can uh, devote some days to it, and then after the exams, you can devote some days to complete this course. And I hope that most of you will be able to complete it. And if more number of people will be able to do it from GTVIT, it will be a great achievement for us. As in all over India, they see that which college is having more number of participations and which college is uh, having great enthusiasm in completing all the courses that have been given to them. So I hope that you will uh, make us all proud, and you will make GTVIT proud uh, after completing all the courses here. Okay, so let me show you the lab. Okay, so after signing in, you will get 9 credits. Here, monthly subscription is written because I have completed all the steps. Okay, so this is the demo lab. Okay, so in this demo lab, let me show you some basic things. So here, start lab button is there, right? So 45 minutes have been allocated to you. You will be able to complete the labs before the time allocated. Uh, Remember that if you have clicked onto the start lab, you can't do any other work because you have to complete it. Otherwise, the time will go, and there are specific attempts to complete the lab, right? So whenever remember to click on the start lab when you have proper time to complete it, then only it will be great. Okay, so if I am clicking on start lab, okay, after clicking on start lab, this type of pop-up comes here, which creates a simulation of Google Cloud Console. If you open it here, what you have to do is this username should be there, and the sign in, which has been automatically taken. You just have to click on next. You have to click the password from here. Everything is happening in incognito window. Remember to do every lab in incognito window because it is recommended, so that the charges kind of thing doesn't uh, merge with your personal account, because they are giving their own student IDs for the particular time period, right? So you have to use that only. Okay, so we can access the Google Cloud Console from here. The simulation of Google Cloud Console has been opened, right? Accordingly, we have to answer the things like this: build a temporary environment in the Google Cloud. What build? Start lab button. Submit. When timer is 00, you will lose access to a temporary Google Cloud environment. Yes, it is true. Submit. Some lab have been tracking which scores your completion of hands-on lab activity. So this is also important point, that they have mentioned some hands-on activity in the lab. So don't think that they will not be tracking it. They are tracking it. So you have to complete each and everything which they are saying, right? If they are saying that go into the dashboard, do this and this, right? So you have to do that because they are tracking it, right? So it is true. In order to receive completion credit for a lab that is tracking, you must complete the required hands-on lab activity. Again, you have to complete it, then only you will be able to get the credit for that particular lab. Okay, so this we have seen how to open the cloud console. That is a basic thing. Each field is not found in the left plane. System admin is not there. Every other thing is there. The username in the left panel, which resembles this, is a cloud IAM and identity. What is cloud IAM? Cloud IAM is nothing but identity access management, cloud identity access management. Like who will do what on which resource? Who will do what on which resource? So they are giving us the access. Who answer what I will do, whatever they are asking me to do in this particular lab, and on which resource, on the resources which they will tell me to do. Like um, in compute engine, if I have to do something, in Kubernetes engine, if I have to do something, accordingly the courses will tell me what to do, where to do, and it is very beginner friendly. Very beginner friendly. If you will start the things, you will be able to do it perfectly by reading here only. And if you get any doubt, you can just reach out to me in the group, or you can post the queries in the group. You have the friends in the group, you can ask them also. Okay, so an organizing entity for anything you build with Google Cloud. That is Google Cloud project. Anything organizing entity for anything which you build. So Google Cloud project, here is a project. So whatever we will do here in this Google Cloud console, that is related to this project info, which we can see here, right? QuickLabs resource is shared read-only with all the QuickLab users, which meant that you cannot delete or modify it. That is also true. They are not giving us to delete or modify anything. They are just giving us the read-only thing to get experience. QuickLab resource is the project where you run all of your lab steps. No, we don't run all of the lab steps. Whatever steps they will tell us to do, we will only do that only in a particular lab. Offers quick access to platform services, also outlines offerings. That is navigation menu. So here is the navigation menu which you can see here. This navigation menu will tell us, will give us all the resources with their quick overview that what they do. Like in APIs and services, we have a library thing, right? So it will get opened. Here we can search for Dialogflow API, right? So there was one step in the lab that we have to go there in Dialogflow API and we have to enable it, right? So it is getting loaded. We can go back and come here again, enable. Cloud overview dashboard. Again, go back to Dialogflow. So it is enabled, API enabled. So these are the things which whatever they will tell us in the labs, we will be able to do that. Basic role, set project level permissions unless otherwise specified, control access and management, all the Google Cloud services. Yes, so basic project level permissions can be seen there. Provides all the viewer permissions plus permission for action that modifies things such as changing existing resources. That is editor role. If we can change the existing thing, that means it is editor role. So it is like why I'm doing it fast, because it is just I've done it earlier also, and I think most of you have already done it earlier only. Uh, and accordingly, the steps are written. According to that, you have to answer the MCQs there, and you have to do the practical activities, lab activities which are mentioned. Like the Dialogflow API is written here, which I have shown you just earlier. So how to enable it, what to do, everything is there. Enable the Dialogflow API, so it is assessment tracking that whether I have completed the steps or not. In Start Lab, you need to enable APIs in a project to start working with Google Cloud. That is not always true. We don't have to always enable the APIs. If they will tell us to do, then only we'll be following the steps. Ending your lab. Okay, so remember to at least spend 6 minutes in every lab, then only you will be able to get the completion credits for it. Okay, so I think 45 was the total limit, and we have spent minimum time here. So this was the first lab, the demo lab, which we can see here. And when we will click on end lab, can say nice lab, give them the feedback, submit, thanks for reviewing it, and we are done with the lab. We can go back. We can go back to see whether we have completed it or not. We have completed it successfully. After that, these are the courses which we have to do, right? I hope you will be able to do it now. So Dialogflow API, and after doing the first uh, tour of Google Cloud Hands-on Lab, in your profile section, you will be able to see monthly subscription. Once you get this, you're all set for accessing the monthly courses, and you can complete it according to your deadlines, according to your time period, whatever time suits you. Okay, so that is all which I wanted to show you in the demo lab. So we are open to Q&A. You can ask whatever doubts you have in the chat, or you can unmute yourself and ask your doubts. Okay, so we have some, please send this PPT on WhatsApp. Okay, I will send it. Is it compulsory to do this specific course, or we can start with any course? The all the courses which are mentioned in the cloud pathway, we have to complete it to get fully certified in the Google Cloud Engineer Learning Path. And whatever courses we will do, we will get it into the public badge profile. Like if you see the public profile, in the public profile, it comes like whatever courses we have done. Like I have one profile I can show you. So in this profile, I have done 4 courses. So accordingly, the badges for that has been attained, and I have them under my public profile like this. The 4 courses which I've done earlier, the badge will come here, and I can take a screenshot of it and share it on LinkedIn that I've completed this much courses. So again, it helps to tell other people that we have learned the things and we are also certified for it. The completion badge will be given for each course. And if we complete all the courses here, then the full certificate will be given to you as Cloud Engineer Learning Path from the Google Developer Group. Okay, so I think I have answered this one. Yes, we can start with any course, but it is recommended to do it in the order they have given, because something of the previous course can be used in the next one. Is it mandatory to do the first lab? Yes, yeah, if it is mandatory to get the monthly subscription also. Sort of thing, yes, it is okay. What will be the next step after completion of lab 1? How to log in again? Okay, how to log in again? Yeah, it is simple. Just go to incognito window again. Or we can just close the incognito window. Okay, so now what I'm saying doing is Command Shift N, incognito window will open. I can say Cloud Skill Boost. I can search here. We can sign in with the account which we have used. So that was, let me see this one. Why we are doing again in the incognito window? Because they have given us the instructions that we have to complete all the courses in incognito window, so that the payment issue doesn't come with our personal account, because they are providing us the student account for specific period of time in the lab. So conflict of the things doesn't arise. That is why they are recommending us to do it in the incognito window only. So once I have signed in again here, right? So in the path, I can see, I can go in the path, and here I can see the cloud engineering learning path, 13 activities one. This is the path that we want to access, and again we have opened it, so we can begin with any course we want to. Okay, let's go to the Skillboost account, log in with your account. Cool. Is it compulsory to do the specific course, cloud engineering learning path, or we can start with any course? um I think I have answered it. Is it necessary to do all the courses in incognito window? If you will do it, it is recommended to do it in incognito window, but I think you can also do it in normal tab. But the problem doesn't come because the people are facing problem in the normal tab, so I would recommend you to do it in incognito only. Can we sit for ACE certification exam through GCCP, or this only qualifies us to get the badges only? No, ACE certification is different thing. Like CDL certification is different thing. Cloud Digital Leader. ACE, I think, is the top version of it. So uh, I would say ACE certification, you have to get a voucher code for it from the Google. So they are not providing it uh, here only. So this is a different thing. GCP is a different thing, and the certifications, the CDL certification, ACE certification are different thing. So you are not getting it here. You'll have a choice after see Google Cloud Developer to be part of the development. You choose to be a part. You'll have a choice either see Google Cloud Developer or be a part of its development. Okay, do we have to do all these courses in incognito mode only? It is recommended to do in incognito window, but if you want to go with normal tab, you can proceed. AC is Associate Cloud Engineer. Yes, I know that, and it has a specific cost as well for the certification. So DCCP is not providing it. $125. Yes. So they are not providing it now. We have already got the courses for free. That is more than enough, I think. Any more questions you can ask in the chat?
One question.
Yes, Krishan.
Yeah, all the courses that you showed were under the path cloud engineering learning path. So I just wanted to ask that can we start with another path except this one? Like there are others, machine learning engineer and data analyst, others are also there. So can we start with them?
Uh, I think now they are only providing us with the credits for cloud engineering learning path. But
They are
I,
also accessible. The other ones are also accessible.
if the other ones are accessible, then also again we just have the monthly subscription, so we can also start with them as well. So we can complete any learning path that we want to do. But again, if we are getting a certificate for cloud engineering path, so it is recommended. Otherwise, we can have access to all the courses which they have.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions, guys? You can just tell me.
Hello.
Yes.
I have a question. So the 9 credits that we have to receive,
Hmm.
if I open it in the normal tab, will I still receive it, or do I have to use the incognito mode?
For the starting, it is highly recommended to do it incognito because in normal tab people are facing problem. Once you get the monthly subscription, I think then you can continue with the normal tab.
Okay, thank you.
Will we be certified for other learning paths on the completion? Okay, Raghav, you will be getting the public badge profiles in the other learning path which you are seeing here. The public badge profile which I have just shown earlier. These ones. So whichever course you complete under any learning path, you will be getting public badge profile for everything. Welcome, welcome, always welcome. You can ask any more. If you have any more questions, you can always reach out to me, or you can ask the doubts in the group.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Yeah, if I run into any of the problems during the courses, so yeah, do I have to post them in the group or the help section that you showed? Do I have to post it there?
If you are getting any technical problem, like with the quick labs or something is paused or getting a problem like that, then you can have a chat support. If anything is theoretical question is there or conceptual question is there, then you can ask in the group.
Okay, thank you.
Hmm. One question has come to me, like, are the GCCB form are still open or not? So before that, I was always spreading the forms and announcement that the form is open, form is open. So now they have closed it finally. So I don't think they will open it again as the path has been started. Um, so I think you have to wait for the next year to come, the next program they will launch, and that you will be able to register. Sorry, but this is the reality. Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for being an amazing audience. It is my first session as a speaker, and you have been the witness of it. I hope you all liked it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Uh, okay, it will be better if some of you can open your cameras if you can, so that we can take a screenshot of it. That yes, people have attended it and they have liked it according to your comfortable. No force or not nothing at all. Thank you, everyone. A lovely audience, lovely audience. Thank you, everyone. Let me take a screenshot. Cool. We are done. If you have any more doubts, you can tell. Otherwise, we can wrap off the session. Harpreet, we are done. You can stop the stream.